Is there a child in here that we heard crying before?
That was like a whistle. Yeah.
Ghost Dimension.
Hey everybody, I hope everybody's well today. It's another Tuesday and we're kind of into the second Tuesday of the month already. I'm kind of surprised. We have beautiful weather up here today. Yesterday at 7 o'clock in the evening, it shot up from 68 to 81 and we had storms all night. Now it's back down to a comfortable like 72, 74. I don't know. I hear it's really bad over by you guys across the pond too. I heard it's really hot. So I hope everybody's staying healthy and happy and yeah, stay cool too and hydrated, because I've heard of a lot of people kind of having issues with the heat, not hydrating themselves. So everybody needs to be careful. So hello to everybody today. I got the deck. I actually smudged today before coming in. And then I set all the crystals out the way they needed to be. And I want to introduce you to the newest member of the crystal collection. And I got her, of course, from Carrie Greenaway. And she's pretty large. If you can see her, she is quite amazing. And Pip has looked at her, and Mango checked her out, and she is now sitting. We have not yet quite got a name. She's not quite ready to give that up, but some amazing energy, and it's a Aura Rose Quartz. So I've been doing that. Hi, Laura. How are you? I'm glad everybody stopped in. I'll catch up. Hi, Mary Littlebird. How are you? Hi, Vic. How are you? Hi, David. Oh, we have another David, a new David, David Servin. Hi, David. Hi, Teresa. Okay, so I come in early because I get to do a little bit of that. I showed you Carrie Greenaway. I'm going to have her on Spiritually Paranormal soon so that she can talk about all these crystals and address some questions that you guys have. And then everybody's been asking me, what have you been doing as far as creating? And one of the things I started to do was last month I showed everybody the bowl before it went to the kilns to get cooked, and then I got it back and I glazed it and sent it back. And this is kind of what I'm doing. I'm doing a series of bowls with ravens on them, and I'm actually right now I'm doing one with a hummingbird and all kinds of flowers around the outside. This is it. If you can see, this one's out of the kilns, and it's got that midnight blue stars on the inside and dripping down on the side. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. This one's finished. Soon I'll have a lot more finished. The spirit walkers are all out, and there's a boatload of them in the kilns right now. So that's what I've been doing, getting back into that flow of everything. You know what, Mary? I would love to give you a card. I am well. I'm doing well. I keep looking, and two of my kids come up. Well, one of my daughters, Brienne, came up this weekend with her other half, Spencer, and I was laughing because she goes, "Oh my God, your hair is so silver!" And I'm like looking at it. I'm like, "Yeah, it is getting, and it's actually growing." So I'm happy about that. So Mary, let me start off with you today. The thing is kind of moving on its own, so yeah, let's do that. Let's see who's here today. And I did hear some people saying, "Oh, you know, you don't see us," but I do, and it kind of jumps all around while I'm reading. So if I miss you, I'm sorry. I have gotten a couple of you that have been in for a card pull later. So, you know, please, it's nothing personal if I miss you. Okay, so Mary, let's see what I got for you today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so for you today, I have the Desert Wolf. Okay, Mary? Oh, I lost you. It already took you off the screen too. There you are. Okay, let me put you back on. Okay, so your card today is the Desert Wolf. Okay, so the Desert Wolf basically represents, as it comes in, it's the southern, like north-south. It represents the south. It represents the divine feminine. And as I always say, the coyote is also kind of relatable. It's also known as Kokopelli in some of the native community. It's known as Pan. It's Loki is another one in the Greek mythology. It's the trickster. And but it also has a role to play. And this is what I'm being told for you today. This has a role to play for you today. I actually feel there's a really strong vibration of a woman around you, a woman that has passed, and it's been quite a while, okay? And she's kind of around you to kind of guide you and steer you in the right direction, because she's saying that you're in your own right. You have the wisdoms of your people, of your family, of your ancestors. You hold that and walk with that. But this woman, I almost want to say that she's like a godparent to you, but in the spirit realm. And she's standing there and she's very kind of stoic. And she's like, she knows how she needs to walk and she knows what she needs to remember to do. And okay, yep. So oftentimes when you get a little bit indecisive over things, she's saying, she's like whispering in your ear and you're like, am I hearing that? Is that me? Or is that, like, what is that? And that's actually her. And she's showing me the image of a cartoon that I grew up with Bugs Bunny, where you have the Sylvester and Tweety, where you have the bad cat on one side and the good cat on the other side. But it's not good and bad, but she's like guiding you. Okay, so if you feel that and your intuition kind of stands up a little bit, she means well. And she's actually almost like, I don't want to say she's your spirit guide, but she's like a godmother, a spirit godmother. And she's standing and she's in she's has her regalia on, right? So she's definitely tribal. She definitely knows where she stands, and she says you do too. And it's almost like you're stepping into the role that she left behind, but you had all this time coming up before you got to that point where you're in that role now. So it's like you're taking over for her what she was taught, and then you were taught, and your life story has brought you to this point. Okay, so yeah, use that. And again, it's about the divine feminine. So it's the woman's energy that's coming through really strong for you right now. So as you walk forward this week or in the next few days, just make sure you do that in your own power. Because right now I feel like a lot of people are feeling pressure from outside of our circles, outside our sacred circles for different things. And she's just saying, stand in your own power. She's quite an amazing woman. But she's around and she hears you and she listens to you and she watches you and she cares about you and she's guiding you. So again, it's like a spiritual godmother. I do feel that she was an ancestor of yours at one point. So I hope that resonates for you. And again, your card is the Desert Wolf. All right. Hello, Miss Lara. I hope things are good for you today. Okay, so I'm going to go down the list, up the list. Hi, this is a new David. I have not met you. So hello and welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so let's see. Okay. Yeah, isn't that? Oh, man, I tell you what. I got that crystal in the mail, and Carrie's the only place I'll get stuff from, because I know it's not only good quality, it's got good energy on it, and they're really super fair prices that she does. And even though she's in the UK near Sean and Beck's and near a lot of these people that come in from the UK, I get it like within a week or week and a half from ordering it. So she's very prompt. And let me tell you, when I got that box, I was like humming, and I actually called her. It was really late at night, and I said, oh my gosh, this is so big. She's got so much energy. And I love crystals, but we're going to have her on, like I said, soon. to talk about those crystals and how you can tune into them so that they can assist you. And people think sometimes that that's kind of it's like new agey type thing, but it's really not, because centuries and centuries and centuries, all the way back to Greek days, the Roman days, the Druids and Egyptian people, they all used rocks and crystals. Aztecs, the Hopi, it's all the same thing. They all use these as energy because they contain energy and they share energy. So they're really cool. Anyway, let's get back to this. Sorry, guys. Hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, yep, a lot of this today. Actually, the card of the day that came up was fire as an elemental. So this kind of goes hand in hand with this. And the energy is kind of shifting back and forth a little bit today. So it's kind of making my balance a little wonky. And your card comes up today, and it's grandfather's son. Okay, let me hold it so you can see it. It's grandfather's son. Okay, so grandfather's son talks about what it gives to us, what it allows us to do, and it helps us to grow. It keeps us warm. It gives that energy of growth. So if you don't have sun, right, things will wither and die. You have to have some kind of light for plants and trees and everything to grow. You have to have heat, right? And animals use heat. People use heat for different things. Animals use it to keep their eggs warm so that they'll hatch. So this is all about how you're mastering your universe right now. And what I'm being shown is you have to keep that growth going for yourself. And they're like showing me, like, here's the sun, and you have to keep the focus on you to grow in the way you need to be you. Okay, so instead of taking everybody else's like, people come up to you and they'll tell you, oh, you should do it this way, or you should do it that way, or you should wear these clothes, or you should wear those clothes, or you shouldn't do this, or you should do that. You have to like cut through all that chaos, and that's actually what the sun is bringing through. It's burning the chaos off from around you and allowing you to focus on what is important to you. Now, it doesn't mean that other people, other things, other relationships with objects or people or events around you, it doesn't mean that they're going to wither and go away, but it means you need to take this time right now to focus just on you. You have to know that you have to be able to be in a good place of balance so that when you are and you're taking care of yourself, then you can take care of the other things that are around you and the other people that are around you. But I'm feeling like you're really being tugged into a lot of places. And this is what grandfather's son's saying. Take care of you, focus on you and your growth, and don't keep dragging crap with you. Cut it so that the new roots can take stronger, go stronger in and balance you better. And it's the same thing with a tree. Or I just had somebody come out. One of my daughters came up, and her other half came out, and they chainsawed some branches and some dead stuff off trees. And that, what it does is it strengthens the core, and it helps them grow better, and they flourish more. And this is where you're at right now. And right now, this week especially, and they're talking like half into next week as well, you need to focus just on you and trim all the stuff that doesn't work. Get rid of it, and then it will focus and ground you better, and it will strengthen your very core. Okay, so that is your card today, and I hope it resonates with you, my dear. And that's grandfather's son. All right. Okay, so I gotta now be patient because I gotta go down this a little bit. Hi, brother. Dan, you're not my brother. You're Sean's brother and Bex's brother. How are you, Dan? I hope you're doing well. Hi, Miss Cindy Pinkham. Vic, I think I saw you somewhere. Hi, Kay. How are you? Oh, and that's right. Oh, it just bounced all over. So hang on, guys. It went way up. Okay. Slower. Okay. There. And I want to give a scream out to our dear Carrie Blackmore. So I think she's here in New York already, because I think she's gone Boston maybe to see the New Kids on the Block. who are probably now the old kids on the block. But yeah, she's here, and I hope her travels were really good for her. Oh, that's okay. You know, David, life is what brings us. It doesn't mean that you have to be anywhere. If you're here, I'm blessed. And if you're not, you're doing something good. So, yeah, you know, it's all about you have to tend to yourself. So, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll pull you a card today. But yeah, you got to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself first before you take care of anybody else or anything else. Because if we're not stable, we can't do what we need to do for others. All right. Okay, shuffle these bad boys. They want me to cut them, so hang on. Hang on. All righty, let's see what we got for you today. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so your card today, I love this card. Wish we had these over here, actually. Your card is the Black Swan. Okay, so the Black Swan is probably one of the most gorgeous to me of the swan family. Okay, I just love them. They're such a contrast between their really bright orange reddish beaks and then their black feathers. Okay, so this is all about finding balance between the light and the dark. Okay, so yep. Okay, so as you're walking your path, your everyday stuff that you're going through, you need to kind of focus so that you balance on the in between, because I'm feeling that stuff is going more to one side than the other. And it's not that you're being dark or nasty or anything like that. It just means you're kind of walking more in the shadows than you normally would. So they're trying to get you to realize that even if we understand the shadows of self, so like I have shadows of self, everybody has shadows of self, right? Stuff where sometimes you feel a little bit down and things don't work out right the way you thought they would, or you just get up and you're in a funky spot during the day, right? So what you need to do is you need to remember, as we all do, that we have to balance it, right? So don't allow yourself to it's literally saying it's almost like a depression, but not. It's just being really down. Don't allow yourself to go down that rabbit hole. Kind of remember that you're very unique, right? And the Black Swan is extremely unique. They're beautiful, beautiful animals. And you have to remember that you're just as good. Okay, you're just as good as the next person, and you have a beautiful soul, and you need to be able to balance it. And once you realize that, and you kind of shake yourself out of it, and I actually did that yesterday. I had to literally kind of get up and say, okay, this is enough of this. I have to get done what I want to get done and shake it off. Okay, and this is like, and I keep seeing you tipping to that side. Like they're showing me walking and you're tipping a little bit. So don't let stuff get you down really bad. And if it starts getting you down, kind of shake yourself out of it by maybe putting on music or talking to somebody that you know, or making a phone call or taking a walk or whatever it is to get you out of that place. Because right now the energy is so good for everybody right now. It's like this big opening that you need to take advantage of that. And you don't want to have it take you down into the shadow. Okay, so that is your card today, David, and I hope it resonates. Okay. Oh, and thanks for coming in. It's always nice to see you people in here. Hi, Kay. Victoria, I think I said hi. Hi, Margaret. How are you? Okay, Mary Littlebird, you have chills. Okay. Okay. Well, there you go. I mean, I can't make that up. She's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful woman. She's just she's very old school, traditional in her regalia. So I'm glad that, hi, Jen Fraser, how are you? Hi, Will. Let me get Leanne first. Hi, Leanne, how are you? Welcome. I like seeing new faces as well as the old faces. Welcome to the Ghost Dimension family and Extended Wolf and the Bear family. We love you guys, and I love being able to give you guys some stuff, some information, some stuff, right? All right. Yeah, I actually felt a little, about an hour ago, I was talking to a good friend of mine, And I actually said I felt the energy shift, and it was kind of like weird. So I'm not sure if anybody else out there is feeling it today or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so Leanne Hobbs, you have today the owl. Okay, now I'm being told to share this with you, so I'm going to share this with you. When I lived in the house I built, lived out on 10 acres, and it was probably about 12 years ago, maybe a little more. I built the house, and we were on 10 acres. I had 12 horses, and we had a bunch of ducks. I had like 150 ducks, and we had guinea hens and baby horses and stud horses, and we had all kinds of stuff, right? Well, I lived on a creek, and the creek ran from front to the back of my property. And we were very privileged to have barn owls and then the great horned owls, which their wingspan is like 6 feet wide. It's massive. And I learned so much about them. And owls have been in my life since I was about 16. So what I'm being shared with you is it's like they're coming and they're opening in these big wingspan. And it's about teaching. It's about teaching you things. They're bringing you and sharing wisdoms with you. And the reason they're doing this is so that you can share and imprint on others and guide others in a good way. Okay, so owls can turn their head almost to the point where they can turn them all the way around, but they can turn it all the way back to the middle of your spine, and then come back and then turn the other way to the middle of the spine. They have precise vision. They have, I mean, you won't even see them coming half the time. And you'll hear them when they're really super close if they're the bigger ones, but they get what it is they're wanting to, that they're focused on, and they get it done very quickly. And this is what I'm being told for you. You need to like focus on what the outcome of whatever this is that you want exactly, almost like a manifesting it. And then once you do that, you have to go after it, but with precision. You have to look at it and go for it and get it taken care of. And when you do, you have to make sure you have all your P's and Q's and I's and T's, everything dotted, crossed, whatever it needs to be, so that when you go, it's going to be a precise, and then you'll get that outcome that you want. And they're saying it's almost like you're trying to manifest this, or this is the way you want something, the outcome that you want. So just make sure that you're prepared. So when you go down to strike, like the owl, they don't miss. They never miss. I've watched them out in a hayfield training their babies, and they sit on the top of these great big round bales and they watch the fields for mice. They do not miss. They go down when they're ready. They go down and they come up with their food. So this is what I'm being told for you, is make sure you have everything. You're ready to go, and be precise. And then when you do it, whatever this is that you're trying to get or have happen or have interaction with, whatever it is you're manifesting it, trying to manifest, it will work, but you have to have all your ducks in a row, so to speak. Okay, so that's what the owl is sharing with you today. And also they're saying too, and they're like, back up. The reason that they're doing this with the owl and allowing this owl energy to come through for you is also, like I said, you will be teaching and sharing whatever insights you have with other people in the future. Okay, so that's your card today. And yeah, it's the owl, and I love owls. They're really cool. All right. Hi, Jen Frazier. I will give you a card. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you're here. I am glad you're here. Let's see what I can get for Miss Jen Frazier. So the funny thing is with Miss Frazier here, is we've been on each other's friends list. You know how it is on Facebook. You see people and yeah, you say hi to them or you respond to them. Well, I don't know, is what I think, Jen, it was like, what, a couple months ago, I looked, I said, oh my God, you're from Michigan? You live here in Michigan? You were where? And it's like, we didn't even know, and we don't live that far away from each other. Small world. All right, Jen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so your card, just speaking of these guys, is the horse. Okay, now horse energy is all about being in control of what you want. Okay, and for you today, it's kind of one of those things. It's like you're actually, when you see a horse, you see a wild horse like this. This is actually a wild horse from out west. A friend of mine works with 10,000 acres that were dedicated to wild horses and Mustangs, and they're free, right? They love to see the fact that these horses are running free. That's what they're born to do. People are the one that domesticated them, but when they're free, they're beautiful, they're amazing, they're families, they have they choose their herd, right? And they are family bonded. So like if I had a horse, say even, well, this actually happened to me, that I had a horse and I had her for 10 years. In the shuffle around, somebody bought her, she went away, and 12 years later, she was in her 20s, like 21, 22. I saw her again and I swore it was her, and I got out and she was in the back field and I called her and she came running from the back field. So they make bonds, right? They bond with humans, they bond with each other. They grieve when one of their family passes, they grieve if they get separated. So it's very important. What they're showing me right now is your circle, okay? And this is what I call the sacred circle. This is about all the people, the things, the places that are most sacred to you that you keep, and they're like on the inside, right? And then you have this outer people that may come in contact with you once in a while, but you're the gatekeeper and you don't always have to let them in. You can if you want, and people or things that are inside, you can place them on the outside. It's kind of about what you hold most special. Okay, so then you have the horse that is in the stall, in the barn, and can't get out. Okay, so that's all about the control. And then you have the doors opening and the horse goes out and it's free. But what I'm seeing for you right now is the fact that you're trying to control, and they're showing me the sacred circle. It's like you don't want it to change. You want to keep it the same. So you're pulling back on these reins and you've put this horse back kind of in the barn. The horse can be taken care of. Whatever this is can be taken care of. It can be managed. It can be maneuvered. But it'll be better when you can open the gates, because we have to learn we can't control everything. The only thing that we can control is ourselves. Our reactions, things that we do, how we do them, people that we meet, who we let in as gatekeeper, or what we let into our lives as a gatekeeper. Okay, so this is really important right now for you to understand. You feel like you want to control it, but you're not going to lose control of it. Nothing stays the same. They're telling me change is constant. And I tell people this all the time. From the moment we're conceived, change is constant. So this is what it's about with you. You have to kind of understand that the control on whatever this is, you can't always keep. And you sometimes have to let it go so that it can go out and flourish. And then in return, that helps you free up space for new things to come in and enrich your life. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I know it's a little long. Sorry, guys. That's what they got me doing today. So there you go. All right. Thank you, Jen. Hi, Nikki Green. How are you? Well, I love you too. I hope things are good with you. Kelly Tyler. Wow, I see a lot of new names here, eh? Okay, I'm going to scroll down because it's jumping all over again. La, 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 la. Hang on. Esther. Esther. Oh, Esther. I see you now. Hi, Esther. I haven't met you either before. Well, I'm going to answer this question for you. Let me, oh, holy crow. Hang on. I just lost you. Hang on. I got to go back up. I got to find it because you, hey. Okay. So how do you feel? Okay. So this is really a good question, especially now in this day and age that we're in. it's really hard sometimes to get up and look at the world and see all the negativity that's around us every day. It's on the news, it's on social media, it's in our communities, and it's very difficult sometimes to not let that beat us down, right? And so by not letting it beat us down is we're in control. So we're the ones that are in control of what we watch, what we listen to, what we see, how we interact with people and things, our reactions to people. Okay, this is all I can't come to the door right now. Whoever's pounding, if it's one of the cats, I it's one of those things that you have to be control it. Okay. So in other words, when I get up in the morning, I don't watch the news. I can't handle the news. It's too much. It's too depressing. I can't pound myself with that. And I start filling my life with things that are positive. Kids. Okay. People that I know that I can talk with. I do different things. I'm not working in a traditional sense anymore, but I do my artwork. I do my readings. I do all this kind of stuff. So by putting out positive, positive comes back to us. Okay. And I know I hear people all the time say, oh, you know, that doesn't work. Yeah, it does. If you're positive, that's what's attracted to you. But if you're out there pushing negative, even if you're commenting on things and giving it energy, okay, like I see it all the time on social media. It's like people attacking other people or situations or being nasty and making nasty comments. Well, you do that and then you respond to that. You're feeding that. You're giving it more energy. So that negative kind of rises up, right? And I've been caught in it. I do it. We all do it. And it kind of gets you. And it's kind of one of those things that you're like, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have allowed to it. So you kind of push it away. So if you learn to maneuver your days better, that's how you get positive results back. Okay, that's how positive things come back. If you don't feed the negative energies, the positive will be what's in your life. But that is a very good question. And just so you know, it's not easy just saying it. We have to do it and make it our practice to do it. So, okay. Okay, so Esther, hi, how are you? You know, I got to tell you guys, you know, I love all of you. You know, I do. And I'll read for you guys till the cows come home. But sometimes I don't see them because this goes up and down really quickly. And if I don't see you, it's not. Hi, Rick. How are you? Rick Erman. If I don't see you on here, it's not because I'm being a witch. It's because I don't have full control on this all the time and it moves really, really quick. Okay. All right, so let's see what I've got for you today. Okay, Esther, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, your card, I actually saw something today. Somebody sent me about a mother and its baby, and they were just beautiful. And this is elk, okay, the caribou, the elk. And elk talk a lot about community. Because elk actually travel in herds and they all take turns taking care of each other, keeping watch out for each other. And they what they call bleat, B-L-E-A-T, like a deer will too. It's a different kind of a noise. And they literally have a communication language and you can hear different tones, right? That mean different things for them. Just like we talk, it's a language that they have. And they're coming through really strongly with me right now about the language through the community for you. It's like you're in this pack, but you need to be, you want to or need to stand out from this community. Now, this community can be your family. It can be people that you know that are your friends. It can be the people that you hold special in your sacred circle. It can be an event. It can be work. It can be whatever it is. It needs to be that you need to be heard. And it's almost like what they're showing me is almost like what's going on around you right now is there's so much like white noise that I keep hearing. Like, so there's all this like chatter around you and you're not being able to be heard. And this is an issue. So you need to be able to step up to like the leader of the pack. They're laughing. There was a song when I was a kid, Leader of the Pack. So forgive me, they just like using humor. But you need to find, like, with whatever that community space is with you, you need to ask them to give you that power to speak. Actually, they showed me too, which is really a good thing. Natives, when we gather in a circle, okay, when we sit by a fire, in other situations when we have issues that we need to discuss with family members, they bring out often what we call a talking stick, all right? And sometimes it has a feather on the end of it. Sometimes it was carved. I actually have one in the other room, and it really is a good way of getting your point across. It's like whoever has the talking stick has the time and the space and is given that space to speak their mind or ask questions or whatever it is, okay? But if you don't have that talking stick, it's hard to communicate, right? So I'm being told to listen. You need to listen to what's going on, but then you need to kind of look at who can help elevate your voice or your point of view so that it'll assist you in a positive way. And they're saying basically you need the talking stick, but you need to, and it's just a stick. Sometimes we actually even had one that was a rain stick. I don't know if you guys ever heard of a rain stick before, but you turn them upside down and they're usually carved on the outside, and you flip them one side and it sounds like a storm. It sounds like the rain coming down in the woods. So this is what I'm being told that you need to do is to, you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be like busting in like a bull in a china shop. You just need to get the right people or the right situation, but you need to have that voice heard, and you need that spotlight. And you're 100% correct, but you need to figure out how that is to get that point of view so that you can be heard, so that your needs or whatever this is about get heard and taken care of. Okay, so that is your card. I hope it resonates with you, and that's your card today is the elk. Okay, so hi everybody. Let's see, Kelly Tyler. How are you, Kelly? I will give you a card. Hi James, how are you today? Okay, let's see what I can get for you today. Alrighty. All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, well, I have, yours is kind of going to be a 2-pointer today. Iced tea, by the way, I made it this morning, sun tea. Your card today that came up is white sage, okay? White sage is what we use in ceremony. I used it before I came here to read. I cleanse myself, I cleanse my cards, I cleanse the area. And what it is, it's a smoke that comes up, and it literally will clear the negativity away. A lot of cultures use this. A lot of people in the paranormal use it. It's called sacred sage for a reason. Here in the US, there's only certain people that can harvest white sage and grow sage because it is a native culture thing. And we do consider it very sacred. So this is one thing that's coming up. Then, I know, and don't laugh, but they do talk. I have Miss Amelia, right, who is my carnelian girl. And she's talking about headstrong, being really headstrong. And it's almost like, okay, so she's doing this and she's like covering my ears, and then I've got the smoke around me, right? So what it is something that you've heard or something that's been like bothering you that was brought up by someone else or a circumstance, and it's like you don't want to hear it, okay? So it doesn't really need to apply to you. Like we were just talking about how to stay positive, right? You need to push the negative away. And this is what I'm being shown is ears and mouth, okay, but you leave your eyes. So it's not your, you know, it's not like the 3 monkeys, right? It's just ears, so you can't hear, and you don't want to hear them speaking. So it's about clearing out that sacred circle that you have. And the sage will help if you can get yourself some white sage, but then you just need to cleanse it, okay? Like shut your ears down, don't say anything about it, don't feed the negatives, let that energy go and cleanse it from you. And once you do that, it's amazing. There's sometimes I smudge like more than once a day, and I can't tell you, it's absolutely amazing the difference in the atmosphere once you do this. So these things, and they're saying they're like troubles of the past, troubles that you don't want to deal with anymore. They're done. They've been gone for a long time, but they kind of keep coming up. And again, Amelia is like ears, mouth, cleanse it and let it go. Okay, so that is your card today and your crystal today, Kelly. I hope it resonates for you. Okay, let's see who else is here. Rick, I think, did I get a message from you? And I might have, and I apologize because I have not been on a lot on my social media lately because I've been in the creative spot of doing some things. And I go on, but I'm not like deep diving into stuff unless it's like 1 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And so I don't always get to read everything. So I apologize if I haven't got back to some of you. Please don't think it's personal because it's not. Okay, James, let's see what I can get for you today, sir. Oh. Okay. Okay, before I even do a card for you, James, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Well, that makes sense. I kept being drawn to pick up this crystal, to pick up this crystal, to pick up this crystal. Okay, so, and then lo and behold, what card comes up for you? The Crystal Keepers. Okay. No, not that one. What one is it? What one is it? It's this one. Okay. So this is the crystal that I am, another one of Carrie's lovely things. This is an agate and quartz crystal. It's absolutely beautiful. It's got imperfections in it, but it is gorgeous. Now, what I'm being told, and I will set that on the top of this card so it will amplify. Okay, so what I'm being told is there's stuff that's going on with you right now that needs to be amplified. It needs to up a notch. Even if it's like ramp it up a notch is what they keep saying. It needs to be taken to the next level. So this is something that's going on with you, or you have been thinking about, and it's like, now it's time. Okay, now it's time to take it to the next level, whatever this is. Cut away the doubt, you know, cut out the what ifs. It's just go ahead and do it, because you know what happens is sometimes we wait and kind of push stuff to the back. Oh, not now. Maybe I'll try it, because we might not have the confidence to go ahead and do it. But I'll tell you what, if you step up to it and you do something different, or you do something new, or you do something that's next level up, right? Even if we fail, and I can tell you my life has been full of failures. I'm 61. I've got a lot of failures in my life. You still tried it, okay? Maybe it didn't work, but you got experience, and you can't go and say, hey, I should have done it. I should have tried it, okay? They're saying, don't say shoulda, coulda down the road. Do it. Amplify yourself up. Everything's going to be good. Even the experience, good, bad, or indifference, it's still you tried it. You did it. You accomplished it, okay? And you won't know until you take it to that next level. So I'm being told with the quartz crystal and with the Crystal Keeper card, okay, which you can't make that crap up, is ramp it up, okay? Do it. Don't second guess yourself. Don't think about it. Just do it, okay? That's your card, James. And they're pretty kind of, they're kind of strong today. So yay. Okay. Hi, Raquel. How are you? I'm going to turn this down here a little bit. Hi, Nikki Green. How are you? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Did I read for you? Or did I talk to you? Were you the one? No, I don't think I read for you. Hi, Nikki. How are you? Okay, let's see if I can get you a card. All right, hang on. Gotta get a drink. Ghost Dimension Cups on the website, the kids' website. Check them out. Also, I see a couple super stickers up top. Thank you guys for those. The kids will appreciate them, and put your name on the wheel or whatever it needs to go. All right. So, Miss Nikki, let's see what we get for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, I wish I could go out and do this right now, and I can't. The coho salmon, right? Fishing. That's what I'm talking about. I haven't been able to do that because I unwound all my reels and I don't have any line. Coho salmon. If you've ever seen them run, it's an amazing thing to watch. They're they're kind of, it's kind of death defying, right? They go up the river and up waterfalls and just to get back to lay their eggs for the next generation. Amazing, amazing creatures. And for you, this is about renewal and finding that home space, that center of you. They're like telling me, like, okay, it's like I almost feel like you've been a little bit lost outside of yourself lately, and we all do this at times. It's like we get so lost in everything that's going on in our lives or around our lives that we forget about us. Okay, like until the end of the night, and you're so tired and so worn out, and you're like, oh man, I didn't get it done again. You know, okay. So what do we do to change that? And this is what this coho salmon's coming. It's talking about renewal. It's talking about re-energizing. It's about new beginnings. Okay. Endings of the old, because the coho go up when they lay the eggs. They go up, lay the eggs, and they're done. Their cycle is done. Their life cycle is done. But the new cycle is there to begin. And this is what they're talking about. You need to focus on you. And I think this is kind of a theme for today, right? You need to focus on you and take care of what's important to you. And again, I'm getting this really drained feeling, like I'm really tired. I don't know. Some days I don't know how I push through all this stuff because it's just a lot on my plate right now. And a lot of people are feeling that pressure because of, well, face it, because of the pandemic and all the things that have occurred because of it, since it, whatever. It kind of goes down and it triples, right? It trickles all the way down to wherever. It's food sources, it's goods sources, it's trucking, it's fuel, it's all kinds of things. And this is what I'm being seen as kind of like lost in that shuffle and the fight of trying to reach a place of peace and calm. So they're telling me to tell you it's okay to want that. And it's even better if you take that time and actually sit and give yourself the opportunity to renew. Okay. A friend of mine, and I'll give you an example of this, a friend of mine whose life is extremely chaotic, and she has 3 children and 5 dogs and a husband, and she's got 3 jobs, and she's just, I call her the squirrel. Okay. She's got a lot of squirrel energy and she laughs. It's funny, but she went on a vacation out to the wilderness up in the Canada area and spent a week up there. No phones, cut off from social media, cut off from the jobs, and just sat and simply took a breath and just be. Okay. And it rejuvenated her. It renewed her energy and it brought her focus to where it needs to be. And this is the same type thing I feel that you need to renew yourself, renew your energy, and bring that focus back to where it needs to be. Okay, so that's your card for today, and I hope it resonates with you. Okay. Thanks for stopping in too, Nikki. And hey guys, if you can, share and like the comment section and share the post, whatever. And yeah, let's do that. Wow, it's Steph. How are you, Steph? I hope you're good. Nice to see you on here. All right, so let me go down a little farther. All right, let's see here. Yeah, okay, and I gave her a card already. Okay, you can, Steph, I'll get you a card. I will definitely pull you a card. Let me give David a card here first, and then I will get to you. Lots of people here today. Hi. Jen, you're very welcome. I see that comment down there. All right, here we go. Hi, Rihanna, how are you? All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, this came up before for somebody today, and I actually think it was one of the men. Your card is also the Black Swan, but yours is a different meaning. Yours is telling me that you're actually being seen. Your unique style, the things that you do and how you do them, you are being watched, not in a creepy way, but you're imprinting on people to make people see the right way to do things, the right way to act, the right kind of responses. So this Black Swan is kind of setting you apart from the others. Okay, so it's like you're reached a point right now where, and it's not a bad thing, it's a good thing that you're being set apart from others for future endeavors. I do feel a little bit with the balance. It's almost like being tipped a little bit. And what I mean by tipped is they'll show you like on a balance beam, or they'll show you like on a teeter-totter, they show me, and they'll put you on a teeter-totter. And when you have a person on one side and another person on the other side, it balances, right? But then when one person gets off, the other person goes like right to the bottom from the top, right? Smack. And this is like something that is being shown to me that's kind of happening around you with someone. It's like they were balanced and you were there and you know them and they were balanced, and then somebody got off the other end and they went down. They like went down. So what I'm being shown to tell you is you need to assist them to get them that balance again. And again, the Black Swan brings in about the balance between dark and light. It's not like it's not creepy movie type dark and light, but it's like it's almost like you need to assist them so that it balances out again. Does that make sense? And they keep seeing me like this person or this situation, they were level, and then all of a sudden, like I said, it got stepped away and they went right down to the bottom. So whatever this is, you need to give them a hand, or the situation a hand, or whatever, but it involves you in some way. So that's your card today, and I hope it resonates for you. All right. Yes, I will give you a card. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, let's see. Hi, Christy Matthews. How are you? Good. Yeah, I'll get you in a minute. Let me take care of these. Hi, Rihanna. How are you? Oh, you're leaving. Okay. I hope you're feeling well, my dear. Okay, Stephanie. Let's see what I can get for you. Okay, so you don't know because you haven't been before. And I actually didn't even think about this. I should have probably said this earlier. The reason I picked the 7th card is because 7 is a sacred number for me. It's the 7 grandfather teachings. It's also the 7 points, right? North, south, east, west, above, below, and within. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh, your card wanted to go run away. Ah, well, this card for you today is the Badger. I actually haven't seen this card in a while. It's been hiding. And the Badger is about stubbornness and digging in and being fierce. But this is about being fierce with what you're trying to accomplish, whatever's going on in your life. It's like take names, take numbers, kick butts, and set the world on fire. Okay, that's kind of the feeling I'm getting from this. But it's also about being fierce in protecting, keeping watch over people and things that are important to you. And it's like you're digging your feet in the ground and you're not wanting to budge. Okay. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at this time. With whatever this is, it's a good thing, but it means also that the work that you have to keep putting in to whatever this is, whatever the situation is, it's going to take it. It's almost like a balancing act, right? They keep showing me and the balancing act, and it's like you're digging in, but it's like, don't forget that you have to balance that. And you're very fierce with everything and everyone that is in your sacred circle, but you got to remember, you got to ease up just a little bit. But again, it's like stick to your guns. You can do this. This will occur. It will happen. Maybe not the way you thought it would exactly, or in the time you thought it would be exactly, but hold your space. Hold that place that you need to in order to accomplish whatever this is. So that's what's going on. But I also see like there's like a circle around you, and they like do this spin, and it's like, yeah, come and get it. I'm here. I'll take care of this. And it's like no matter what way this outside energy tries to get to you, you spin and you meet it head on. So it's almost like issues or difficulties or things that come in. So they're recognizing that that's what you're doing. You're standing your ground. You're doing, and it doesn't matter because you're pivoting. Just remember, within the pivoting, if you need assistance, you need to ask for that assistance, whether it's to the universe, creator, God, or with the spirit family that you have, that you hold dear in that sacred circle of yours. Okay. So that's your card today. And yep, there you go. It's the Badger. Thanks for stopping in, Steph. Oh, okay. Let me see. Yeah, you were at Pine Knob. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Christy Matthews, how are you? Okay, let me get a drink. I'm not going anywhere, guys. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Christy Matthews. Welcome. I hope you enjoy the family. We got a lot of great people that pop in here and pop out. It's a good family and good support all over the place. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Ooh. Okay. Hear me roar. Hear me roar, they just said. Here is your card today, and your card today is the Tiger. Okay. Great card. Tiger right now for you is about passion, and it's about drive, and it's about owning it. And they're literally showing me this cat walking around, this big, beautiful cat, and just like walking around and owning it. And it's about owning your own power and being in that power and standing in that power. And by doing that and believing in yourself, there's really nothing you can't accomplish. But I also feel that sometimes you second guess, okay? Because they're like, she's second guessing herself. And they're like, no, hear yourself roar, stand in your power. There's things going on with you, and you own it. You own everything that's going on around you. Just be wary in the fact that, and this, I was just talking with somebody about this today, was there's so much chaos in the world, right? Sometimes we get ourselves so focused in on our little chunk of it that we miss stuff that's going around us that we need to pay attention to. That's the only thing I'm hearing. You just have to kind of come up for air every now and then and make sure that everything's copacetic around you. But yeah, it's about standing in that power and owning it. And it's like it's like a divine energy that comes to me when I'm looking at your soul's energy, and it's like this divine. So I feel like you're connected to the divine. By the divine, I mean like what people and humans, as we call them, are angels or people of those realms in spirit. This is not just your spirit family. This is a divine connection. Okay, so whatever this is, you've had this divine connection with the universe, and this is what empowers you. And this is what gives you the strength to be who you are. And your light is very bright. It's a beautiful soul. You should really revel in that and be very proud of that. Okay, so that's your card today, and it is the Tiger. And actually, my sister Christy Sargent down in Georgia, that is her. I actually even call her that sometimes. All right, so I hope that resonates for you, Miss Christy. Okay, so we're going to go down a little bit lower. Okay, Stephen Smith. Yes, I would love to give you a card. Oh, and I just lost everybody again. Hi, Yo. I think I just saw Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo here. Yep. Cindy, thank you for the sticker. I don't know where everybody is. There you are. Okay. Wow, that really jumped down bad. Woo! All right. Oh, you guys are telling each other where you are. That's what I was like, what? Okay, Stephen, let me see what I can find out for you today. All right. Thank you guys for all joining us here today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I just saw a pair of these today out on our lake. Your card today is the Eagle. Okay, this is actually a silk screen from a shot I took out front, and I actually saw eagles here this morning. They have their young out there, and they're trying to teach them to fish on the lake. It's really cool to watch. Okay, so the eagle is very revered by many cultures, but here in the States and in Canada, North America area, they are considered almost we look at them with reverency. We look at them as sacred because they can fly so high. This bird is said to be able to have its feathers touch Creator's God. Okay, that's how revered they are. They carry our prayers, they carry our wants, they carry our thanks, they carry our blessings, they carry our needs up to the Creator and up to the other realms, so that our ancestors and the other realms can help us to achieve whatever it is we're trying to achieve. So this, I'm being told, is given you today because they feel like there's some things that perhaps you are feeling like, why aren't my prayers being answered? Why can't I get this done? Or I just don't know why I have to kind of struggle with this. I don't understand. It shouldn't be this difficult. It should be okay. Why can't I? And this is what they're coming back with, is we understand and we know, and we're putting things in place. And believe me, they can do that. Okay, I've had it happen to me in my life, and some of my friends that could attest to it. I don't know how it happens, other than the faith that I have in my spirit family. When I put things to them, they assist it to help. And this is what I'm being told. They are trying to assist you to line up whatever this is that you're trying to achieve or manifest or whatever. Please don't give up that faith. They're there, they hear you, and they will assist you in reaching your goal. Okay. And I'm also told, because as this eagle goes high, I'm being shown that it has brought you many blessings, but a little bit here, a little bit there. Oh, yep, there's another one. So it's not kind of all at once. So they want you to know that indeed they do hear you. They respect you, and they know that you're grateful for the things that do occur and happen, and things that you may get in your life as you walk through the human. But they haven't forgotten you. They just want you to be strong for whatever this reason is, and they are working on assisting you. So don't give up, and keep communicating with them. Okay, so Stephen, that's your card, is the eagle. I can't tell you how things work sometimes. I just know they do. I can't tell you that I have a scientific proof that, or reason, or a scientific proof that spirit exists, but I know it does because I see them, I hear them, I tried to cross over. So I know there's more than just the human, but we have purpose here. We have things that we contracted to do before we came here. We have people that need us here, and need us because of things that we can do, or things that, because everybody's so connected as energy, that we need to be here to help meld and shape that energy into what is best and what is more positive for ourselves and the rest of the world. Don't think it's just small, because we're not. We're all an intricate part of that. Okay. All right. So let me go down the list a little bit. Hang on here. Okay. Good. I am glad. That's awesome. All right. You're very welcome. Let's see. I can't read that small. Thank you, Joyce. I love you too, and I hope you're doing good. I was thinking of you the other day. Not in a bad way. I don't know why. You just came into my mind. Vic, where are you? Yeah, I gave Cookie Monster. Okay, hang on here. All right, hang on. I'm slowly looking. Hi, Raquel. How are you? I'm gonna give Vic a card. Hang on, because I said I was gonna give you one. Hi, Yo-Yo. How are you? Yep, I will. Margaret, Chelsea's turning 18 tomorrow. Wow, that's one of those big birthdays, right? Good for her. I hope she has a fantastic next upcoming year around the sun. Tell her many blessings from me. All right, hang on, Miss Vic. Hang on, Miss Vic. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh. Okay, this card, this creature, I shouldn't say this card. This creature is very sacred. To me, it's very sacred. And it's a medicine that if it chooses you to teach you, it's very hard to master. But once you master it, it can really assist you in life, okay? And your card today is the Jaguar, the Black Leopard, the Black Panther. There's many names for her, okay? And I think I've said this now about 2 or 3 times with 2 or 3 people. This is all about balance. And right now it's like they show this panther, they show this energy like you're walking around and it's like you're shaded. Okay, you're dark, just like this particular. That's how they have gotten to be so magical with so many cultures, because at night you can't see them. And this is kind of what I feel is going on with you. It's almost like you're stepping back because you don't want people to see, you don't want to interact, and that's okay. And they want you to know that that's okay. This doesn't mean you're stepping into the dark. Okay, it doesn't mean you're not balanced. It just means that you kind of like, I want to take a break for a minute. I want to take a break for a beat, right? And this is kind of what they're telling me to tell you. It's okay to take that beat. Just don't lose sight on the other side of it. So it would be like a regular colored leopard. So you're talking light and dark a little bit, but it's so that you don't fall out of balance. But it's okay to walk in those. It's almost like you need to do that in order to ramp up your energy, to energize yourself, to like renew your soul, to feed your soul. It's almost like you got to walk on that side. And it's just that they're not sneaky. It's not about being sneaky or, hiding behind. It's about just taking in the whole picture slowly in the way you need to see it, so that you know when the right time to step back in fully is. But it's also, like I said, it's giving you some calm, some peace, and it's centering you. So don't fear that. Just remember to step back after you've been refueled. Okay, so that is your card today, and it is the Jaguar. And again, I hope it resonates with you anyway. And I think, Cindy, I think I said thank you, but if I didn't, thank you. All right, and there is Sir Yo-Yo. Hang on, I got to go down a little bit here. Hang on. There you go. Okay, things jumping all over. So, woo. I don't have grandkids yet. My daughter's not ready to do that yet. She's like, I don't think yet. Should be like me. I didn't have her till I was 32. So, and she turned out fine. All right. So, yo and yo. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you have the grouse. Okay, now you can see this grouse, and actually this is a male grouse, so this is kind of appropriate. This is about dancing. This is about joy. This is about celebrating the little things in life and the little blessings. And But I also feel like tamping the ground. So if you've ever, well, some of you may have been if you're in the US. I don't know if they do powwows over in the UK or not, but you'll see a dancer and there's actually a prairie grouse dance that they do. And it's much like that. They have their feathers up and they twirl around and they swerve and they walk like the grouse. And this for you today is about, okay, they're trying to shelter you from harshness. They're trying to show you there's still beauty. Don't give up on things that need to happen. It's just taking time to do that. And then I see this little bird go around again and goes around you and he's celebrating you. So it's almost like they know that whatever you need will happen, but it's going to take some time. But it's still about celebrating the joy of you. And anytime I read for you or I talk to you, it's the same thing. Your heart, your soul's energy is always so bright. And you just need to know that it is still bright, that they are still around you, that they are still trying to assist you in the best way that you can be assisted. Okay, so there's just hang tight, but you got a lot of blessings right now, and that's what's going to push you through this period. Okay, so I hope that resonates with you, and I hope that that skull of yours is going to tell you his name, and I hope that skull of yours is going to help you energetically read and do different things. I'm so happy you got it, and I'm so happy you were pleased. Okay, so let me go down a little lower. Hang on here. Okay. Did I read for you? Yeah, I did read for you. I read for you. Okay, so let's see this. This is a big one here. So let me read this. Hang on. Margaret, they're great. I'm telling you what, my kids, when my mom was still alive, and we had let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people in my home, and when we're all sitting around the dining room table and everybody wants to talk at once, it didn't work till we got the we got the talking stick out. Once we had the talking stick, everybody was cool. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. You know what, Chloe, I want you to know this. You don't ever have to apologize. Nobody has to apologize if you're not in a good mood. Okay, nobody. Okay, you do you, and that's okay, because you need to take care of yourself. It doesn't mean anybody's going to love you less. It doesn't even mean that they're not going to care about you. Okay, just do you, and that's all we can ask, because you need to be taken care of for whatever reason. You need to take care of you. I'm glad you actually posted that. All right, okay, let's see. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. And Cookie Monster, I see, but I gave you a read, so I'm just hype. Chicago. I know, aren't those? Have you seen hers? Hi, Kat. How are you? I see you're here too. Have you seen Kelly's feeds? I post them in group and stuff. You can buy them from her. She does a live a couple times a week or once a week. Usually I think it's on Saturday or Sunday. She just has the most. I told her she's going to own me. I might as well just move over with her and get a hammock and hang in her crystal room, because I'll tell you what, she's going to break me yet. All right. Oh, yeah. Is it? Oh, yeah. It's Prime Day already. I forgot about that. Okay, James, I got you. Yep. Hi. Hello. Hello. How are you? Okay. Ha. Yeah, it's fun. Yep. It's fun. I actually had tobacco. I smelled pipe tobacco yesterday, and that was pretty wild too. All right. You smelled it too, eh? Yeah, I hear that. All right, here we go. All right. Let's see what I got for you. I don't see Cheryl anywhere. Where is she here? Because I don't see her anywhere. She got hold of me last week, I think it was. I was just in a really crazy place. I had a bunch of people here and we were trying to get some things done. And like I said, I don't miss everybody. I don't do that on purpose at all. Sometimes this thing jumps and I don't see you. I try to get to everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Kind of like Lee does too. You know, it's kind of hard to see them all the time. And I know Sean's done it too when they've been on. So, okay, so your card, Miss K, is the spider. Okay, so, you know, okay, so spider brings in about creating home, creating its own environment. And spiders are really awesome at the fact of, and I mean any spiders. I actually watched something the other day where they were showing spiders that were in, like, I think it was Brazil or something. They were in the jungles of Brazil, and I was like, yeah, no, thanks. I mean, they were huge spiders. Not a fan of huge spiders, but I don't kill them. And they bring to us how to build, how to restore, how to fix things, right? That to remind us that we're in control of how we move forward with ourselves. So our life is like, you figure it like the webbing, right? You spin the web and you put it to the directions that you want it to go. Sometimes things come in that break part of it, so you have to go mend it, or you clip it and you make it grow in a different way. And this is what I'm seeing really right now for you, is almost like you've got multiple hits. This is what I'm being told. You've got multiple hits. So you're trying to repair it. Before you can finish repairing it, there's another hit down here. So it's like you're scrambling. Have you ever seen a spider scramble on a net? You know, that, or on its web. I call it a net, but it is kind of like a net. But it's like they scramble. If they see you outside, or they get rain, or they get a hose, or, you know, that gets water on the webbing, they scramble to fix or get to a safe place. They may even swing, which is really cool, because they'll shoot just like Spider-Man. It's how they move, right? And this is what I'm being shown for you. Some of the stuff that's going on with you is like repetitive. It's repetitive stuff, but you've made such dent in things that you wanted to accomplish and how you wanted to move forward, that even though you get tired, because, you know, who doesn't? Like, you keep doing stuff and you like, I just want to get this right. I just want to get this to this point. I just want this part over. But yet it's never really over, because we're still here. We're still purposeful. We're still moving through. So take heart in the fact that they know what's going on. If you need assistance, you need to speak out, or put your web, so to speak, out in a little bit different direction, and you might catch new things. You might get different people, different ideas, different situations that will be more positive for you. You've just come so far with it. You need to continue. And if you need to stop and take a break, or sit down and have a cup of water, or sit down and just take some breaths in really good for yourself to kind of center yourself, just do that. Nothing is ever easy. Even the stuff we think is easy is not easy for everyone. So please just hang on to that and keep spinning your web the way it needs to go, because you're very important to, again, you just like everybody else is, you're a very important, integral person of this great big web that we are as humans. Okay, so that is your card today, Miss K, and I hope it resonates. Okay, all right, so let me go down. Hi, Pamela. Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat you up because you're late, right? I'm gonna beat you up, girl, because you're late. All right, all right, all right, all right. Jillian Brown, how are you? Hi, Miss Jillian. Okay, so, all right. Yeah, I can give you a card. I can give you a card. Let's see what they have to say for you today. I'm glad, James. That's good. I'm really glad. Cookie Monster. I gave you a card already, I think. I know I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so controversy. Okay, so controversy. This is your card today. It's the raccoon. Okay, so and you see what he's doing, right? He's checking the temperature outside to see if it's okay, and he's not gonna get in trouble. Okay, and this is exactly what they sent me when I saw your name. Okay, so they're telling me, and this is in a funny way, so don't beat up the messenger, but they're telling me that you are a, what they call here in the US, and I don't know if you're in the US or where you're at, but they call them shit stirrers. I'm a shit stirrer, okay? I like to stir things up, right? And they're saying like this, right? We do it, and then we step back to watch to see what happens as we're peeking around the corner to see if we did what we intended to do. So, and that's not a bad thing. It's I like to stir the pot. I like to do that because sometimes you get things and get people moving in directions they never thought they could before. So what I'm getting is you're an integral part of a bigger picture around you. So there's something that's going on around you, and people aren't really 100% aware of your role in it, but just know that whatever the decision is that you're making with this, it's a good one. Okay, even if you do step back for a little bit to see where the cards fall. Raccoons are very, very intelligent. I know a lot of people try to make them pets, and I wouldn't, for $100 million, I wouldn't do that because they are wild animals. They're not pets. They're cute, but man, they bite and they hurt when they bite. And I know this because one of my parents had one. He was outside and he loved to be outside, and he loved this baby coon somebody gave him that fell out of the tree, or it lost its mother, like humans always do, you know, which really is nature needs to take care of them, not humans. And he brought that thing over to the house. He brought it home, and let me tell you, it was really cute until it started crawling up your leg and digging in with its claws and chewing on you. Then it wasn't such a great thing. But for you, this is literally, you have to instigate. You have to do other things to get whatever this is, to get the attention on it. And the attention you don't want on you, you want the attention on whatever this is that's going on. Well, that's really interesting. I just had something pop up on my computer that I hadn't opened. So this is about you doing what you need to do to spark whatever this is into occurring. And once it does, and you see how the cards kind of fall with it, you'll be able to step in and do your part. Okay. But it's almost like whatever this is isn't going to even get anywhere unless you stir the pot. Okay. So that is your card, controversy. And I hope it resonates with you. Okay. All right. So let me go down a little bit farther. Pamela Crawford, thank you for that sticker. See, I finally found you. I finally did. Finally did. Oh, wow. It just all went up. Okay. Hang on 1 second here. You're welcome, David. You're welcome. Okay. Yeah. And Pamela, I'll get that in a minute. It just jumped all over, and now I see your thing in blue. I didn't see her, but hi, Lee. How are you? Yeah, I'm not really sure, but it really jumped. That's why I said the computer, the whole screen jumped. So let's see what I got for Jillian today. All right. Let's see what I have for Jillian today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, well, what are you doing by yourself? I feel like it's a lone big thing. It's like you're alone right now. And your card today is the Moose. And it's almost like you're on this like lone journey, like you're by yourself, you're out in the middle of everything by yourself. It's almost like you've cut yourself off from everything and everyone around you, and it's like circling, and you're just there and you're walking through your days, but you're trying to figure some things out, but you're not really sure what it is you want or how you got to do it. And it's like, it's kind of like not really being stuck, but it's like when you look at this moose on this card, right? It's like you're in, like you'd be in an aquarium, or the moose would be stuck in a zoo, and it's like got caged surroundings. A good area, but it's caged surroundings. And this is what I feel is going on with you right now. It's like this lonely sound I'm hearing from the moose. It's like trying to find, and they keep saying, what is that Carpenter song? I think trying to find a place in the world or something like that was a phrase in it. I don't know why that just came up, but it did. It's like I'm trying to find a piece of my world or a place in the world. And that's what I keep getting for you. And I'm also being told you need to step away from that idea and away from that thought and engage more, because it's up to us to get out of that. Nobody else can kind of take that away from us. Nobody else can fix stuff for us. We have to be happy ourselves. We have to figure out some things on ourselves. But isolation, and this is what I feel, and I'm just going to tell you what they're telling me, is isolation is not good. You need to kind of step out of that. Maybe not, I'm not saying like go to an amusement park and meet a bunch of new people, or, you know, go places where there's tons of people. That's not what I'm saying they're telling me, but you need to engage more to get yourself out of, said rut. Oh, there I go, my back. All right, so that's your card for today, Miss Jillian. And it is the Moose. You need to get yourself out of that rut. Okay, so yeah, Chloe. Okay, Chloe, let me see what I can get for you. And still, Cheryl is not here, right? Okay. All right. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So right now, what I'm getting for Chloe is the praying mantis. Okay, so the praying mantis, she's the boss. The female's the boss, right? And all the other ones that go around her are taking care of her. Okay. That is one of the main things, is that you have other people to assist you. This isn't about, you're a queen. This is about you have other people and other resources that you need to reach out to have assist you. It's almost like you have to let your guard down a little bit to let other people in, again, that can assist you. And this is what I keep getting, because I don't know what's going on with you. But I also hear prayers. The praying mantis, of course, the prayer thing kind of comes up because of the name in it, because it looks like it's praying, right? Because it looks like it's on its knees and praying, the way it holds its arms. Also looks like little aliens too for Miss Juju, wherever she is. But this is about, you need to settle yourself. And I feel like, okay, so I'm being shown, and this is what I'm feeling as well. Like when I was had my other place, like I said, I had 10 acres, and I went out to cut our lawn because there was 2 acres of it out in front of the house. And I got on a riding mower, and I went out this one morning, and the field, like 2 acres, was full of praying mantis babies. Little itty bitty. I had never seen anything. I know animals, and I work with creatures, and they don't bother me. I could not cut the lawn because it was full of praying mantis babies that had hatched out. They were just little tiny. Everywhere you looked, Okay. And what I'm being told is everywhere you look, there's things that can assist you and people that can assist you to get through this right now. But you need to you need to breathe, okay? Because it's like almost like if we hold our breath or we get really super panicked, we tend to make things worse. Not the situation, but we make it worse for ourselves. So instead, they want you to put that energy into thoughtful prayer, thoughtful thinking, focused thinking, not scattered. Because I feel like just like all these baby mantises were all over my lawn, this is like every which way but loose. You turn one way, you turn one, and it's like you're jumping all around. You need to take a breath, ground yourself, and just let it go for a few minutes, because everything's there. Everything's still there where we left it. If we take 5 minutes, it's still there. And you need to bring that calming energy into yourself, because right now it's just too chaotic to really be able to focus on anything that's going to assist you through whatever this is. But I'm also being told, remember that spirit family is around you. They're trying to help you. They're trying to assist you. They're sending a lot of love, but it's very difficult because, again, they're just showing me, scattered. Okay, so all these little praying mantises are all running around. So you need to kind of focus on yourself and center yourself without panic to calm yourself, because whatever this is, there'll be a good way through whatever this is, but you have to allow it to happen. You have to make space for it, okay? All righty, guys. I've been on here an hour and a half, so for all of you, I thank you very much for sharing your time with us here today. And until next Tuesday, it's Bear out, guys. And I love you all. Okay? Take care. Thank you for tuning in today. And make sure to share, like, and subscribe to us and become part of the Ghost Dimension family here on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. My name is Bear Medicine Walker, and I approve of this message.
Hello and welcome. I'm Bex.
And I'm Sean, and together we are Ghost Dimension, a paranormal investigative show that explores the most haunted locations in the world. You can watch us on
Amazon,
Pluto TV,
also the Roku channel,
or even our own YouTube channel. So please make sure you tune in, check it out, or visit our website at www.ghostdimension.co.uk, and let's see you all very soon.